War has been a popular topic in cinema for decades. It just hasn't always been the most accurate. However, there are some films that did strive to properly represent the true experience and nature of combat. Saving Private Ryan changed war films forever with its depiction of the D-Day landings at Normandy. The film's opening sequence accurately captured the brutality, violence, and death that filled the beaches that day. On the other end of the spectrum is Jarhead. Set against the backdrop of Desert Storm, this movie perfectly captures the hurry up and wait mentality of the modern military. This is a war film that has no real action sequences, but accurately portrays the time the US sent hundreds of thousands of soldiers to party in the desert. Nolan's Dunkirk is actually fairly inaccurate when it comes to the size of the trapped British forces, and even the condition Dunkirk was in at the time. However, it does depict air combat incredibly accurately. Historians also praise the film's climax where Tom Hardy burned his own plane to avoid its capture. Cold Mountain is set during the American Civil War and depicts one of its battles in an incredibly accurate way. The film features the Battle of the Crater at the Siege of Petersburg. The movie strived for accuracy above all else in its depiction of trench warfare and even used the proper flags for each unit at the actual battle. The World War I film 1917 also accurately depicted the combat that engulfed Europe. The plot is mostly fictional, but the weaponry, uniforms, and muddy destruction are all ripped right out of the history books. The true story of Desmond Doss, Hacksaw Ridge was praised for its accurate depiction of the horrors and mutilations of combat. Oliver Stone's Alexander may be remembered as a huge flop, but it also gave us one of cinema's most accurate depictions of ancient warfare. Das Boot is the iconic West German film that follows a U-boat crew as they experience the terror and dread of undersea combat. Warning, this one is bleak. Of course, it doesn't get more bleak and German than All Quiet on the Western Front. This recent adaptation of the classic novel has been praised for its details and representation of German forces in World War I. Finally, it's Full Metal Jacket, a movie where the first 40 minutes are so good, most people forget the rest of the film. The first 40 minutes is the most accurate depiction of boot camp ever put to film, which is mainly due to actual drill instructor R. Lee Ermey being set loose on the film's actors.